Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. So now we are going to proceed further, and in lesson 2 or tutorial 2 we are going to create our very first workflow. In this workflow we will start from scraping profiles from LinkedIn, and then further sending connections and checking if connection requests are accepted, and then sending messages. So first of all, the first target, we should have some profiles whom we can send LinkedIn connection requests. So what you can do, so here let's start with some search, and I basically want to target CEOs in Qatar, and I want to be connected with them on LinkedIn, and I want to basically reach out to them regarding my DataLinkk agency. Okay, so first of all I will need to search CEOs who are located at Qatar, and then I will be needing their profile links so that I can send them connections automatically using n8n automation. So I will search CEO, and then what I will do after this search, what I will do, I will come over here in all filters. Okay, so in filters what I will do further, I will select country. I am going to select Qatar. Okay, so I am targeting CEOs in Qatar, and then industry I want to target technology, information and internet. Okay, so I will just hit search. Let's see. So now I have a lot of profiles which are basically the entrepreneurs or CEOs in Qatar. You can see Doha, Qatar, a lot of profiles I have. You can see there are a lot of pages. If I move on page number 2nd, so there are a lot of profiles. So what I will do, I will come over on first page, and I will copy this profile, this link. So now this is a specific filtered search link that I will utilize in n8n automation. So now initially we have this node, but to sending connections, but initially I don't need this. I need let me search browser flow, and inside browser flow there are scrape profiles from LinkedIn post or scrape profiles from LinkedIn from a LinkedIn search. So I will click on this node, and there are two options now. Search method, either use filters or use search URL. So initially we are going to use search URL. Okay, and in search URL, the second method you can try it yourself, and I'm going to try search URL. Okay, so I have just pasted this URL, which is with filters already applied on this URL, and all the CEOs profiles will be scraped. Okay, and I want to start from page 1. Okay, and how many pages I want to scrape? I basically want 2 pages to be scraped for now. Okay, this is done, and yeah, scrape profiles, the operation that we are going to use to scrape profiles from a LinkedIn search. Start page 1, and number of pages should be scraped 2. So what is pages? Basically when you will specify a search, there will be a lot of pages with the profiles. So I will be scraping till page number 2. Okay, so yeah, what I will do, I will just start execute this. It will take some time. Till now, let you show my DataLinkk AI school I have just created, and if you guys want to join, you will find a link of this my DataLinkk AI school in description. In this school is free. You can join free, and there we will be sharing and discussing content related to n8n automation, LangChain, LangSmith, LangGraph related to the generative AI and multi-agentic systems. There will be an amazing content in future we'll be sharing, so you can be a part of this school community for free. Yeah, and hit subscribe as well if you are liking this course, and if you want this course in Hindi language, so please let us know. We will also translate it into an Hindi. Yeah, so our LinkedIn search is done, and let's see how many profiles we have just got. So there are a lot of profiles it has scraped, you can see. Yeah, now let's do visualize further in a great way. Let's move these profiles or save these profiles into a Google Sheet. Let me update rows in sheet. Let me connect my account, sign in with Google. So we will save this information as in a sheet to persist it for the next automations, so that we can utilize this data that we have just scraped. Connection successful. Now I am going to create a sheet. Sign in, create sheet. So you can basically utilize these automation for your LinkedIn automation. We will create a lot of in this spreadsheet we will create a lot of sheets. So LinkedIn automation. Okay, so let me rename it LI profiles for now. Okay, LinkedIn profiles. So our sheet is connected, and I am going to select LinkedIn automation and LI profiles. Okay, map not, I want to map automatically. For now, let's map automatically, and we are not going to define column names. It should save automatically. I am going to pin it because I don't want to run it again. I want to stay on the information that we have just got. I want to save this information. So pin means whenever you will pin the data that you have got in an execution, it will be pinned. Okay, and you can then, you don't need to run this again and again. So I will just run the this sheet node, and these will use its existing data from past execution. Okay, and so we have selected the sheet LinkedIn automation, and from spreadsheet we have selected LinkedIn profiles sheet that we have just created, and we will export all of the data here. And map automatically means I don't want to create a columns manually. Whatever columns, it should create automatically and map automatically. So I am just going to execute it, and let's see what is gonna happen. So yeah, I guess we will need to create columns manually because we are not going to see the data in an organized way otherwise. Okay, let me create a column very quickly. Yeah, so I have just created these column names. There are 5 columns: name, LinkedIn URL, tagline, location, summary. This data we are getting from our browser flow node. So now I am not going to select map automatically. Instead, I would love to do it manually, because in automatic mapping we are getting some raw data and not organized way. So yeah, column to match on, I am going to select name. On the basis of name, all the data will be matched. So what data I want, basically inside name I want name. Okay, and inside LinkedIn URL I want LinkedIn profile URL that is being scraped. Inside tagline I want this tagline that we are getting from our browser flow node. Location that we are getting from this node. And then summary. Why I am basically also saving summary and tagline, because in future when we will be sending them personalized messages, we'll be needing this data to provide it to an AI agent to create a personalized messages for each profile to send them. Okay, so done, and let's run it now. Now we should see in an organized data in our sheet. You can see name. There should be all data. So the main reason basically we are just getting one entry into inside sheet is because the data that we are getting from browser flow scraper, this is inside one object called data, and inside data object these are all profiles from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So before pushing this data into a sheet, we will need to split out this object into a separate data points. Okay, so we are getting basically data object, and inside data object all the profiles are there and all the data is there. So we will just need to split out this data object, no other fields, just data object. So yeah, so let's split it out and we will see all the data in a separate as a separate item. So you can see now, first initially we are getting one item, which is data object. Inside the data object all the profiles are there, and then we are splitting out that data object, and then we are getting the 10 items. So I am also going to pin this out so that we should use this data and basically, yeah, store it into a sheet. So let me just remove these. Let me remove these all, because we are now going to pass this information. Name from split out node, LinkedIn URL, then tagline we need, then location we need, summary for future workflow automations. Now we should run it and let's see how it is going to work and what information we are going to see. You can see now we have all the profiles in our sheet. Yeah, there is some raw data as well, like with name you are also seeing this second, third. This is something coming from LinkedIn, but we can pre-process it in future. Okay, so yeah, or pre-process it. Let's pre-process it now using code node. Before pushing this data into a sheet, we want basically clean data. So rest of the column seems fine, only name has bit problems, and inside names we are basically, say, let's see. Okay, so inside name basically we are seeing this second, third and these things. Let's pre-process it using code node and save clean names. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so I have just took help from this ChatGPT, and I have basically given it all the data that we are getting after a split out node. I just copied this data. I came over in JSON, I copied this data and that we are getting after a split node, and I explained the query. Hey, I just want a clean names. I don't want these second, third things. So give me a JS code, JavaScript code that I can use in code node to basically pre-process this data. So I just copied this code and I will come over here. After a split out node, we'll use code node. In code node we can use code in JavaScript because Python 1 is still in beta, so I don't want to go with this. So after this I should get clean data, and second, third thing should be removed that we are getting. So now you can see the names are clean, there are no raw data or raw names. So now this data we can save in our sheet. I am going to delete all this data. Let me delete, and we should now get clean data. So in sheet I am basically again yeah, let's just execute it. It should use same thing, and yeah, you can see now we have clean data with name, LinkedIn URLs, taglines, location and summary. Yeah, summary seems very short, but that is what we are getting from Scraper. So now we will utilize this data in the rest of the automations, sending connections, and if checking if connection request is accepted, and then sending personalized messages. We will also run one more profile search with a lot of profiles that we can get, and then start rest of the automations. So be in touch with me. We are going to learn a lot of amazing things in this course, which you can utilize for your business. Thank you.